So this is part 4 of the Fast and Furious diorama. It's out probably a bit quicker than what I thought, only because I've had a few good bashes at it after work, so I've got a fair bit done, so I don't want to put too much in one video. So this one's pretty much just finishing off the 3D printing and then painting it and putting it all in the diorama. I've got more to go. I want to do more printing. I think I explained it in one of the videos, but I'm not going to show every little 3D printed bit, so I'll just do a bit more, and then you'll see it in the next part 5 when I'm doing the wiring and finishing touches to it. I've changed the settings on my 3D printer. I've got it running at 3-second exposure instead of 2, and it's printing so much better. You can see right that first part there is the little work light. It's tiny. It's like a fishbone, those little guards on it, and it's printed perfectly, really well. I think it didn't print one screwdriver for some reason, and that was it, but everything else printed really nice. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Came up nice. The next picture is pretty much the same stuff, just zoomed in. So yeah, just a bit of an intro. Have a gaze at the video, hopefully you like it, and we'll see you in part 5.
Okay, so just cleaned up all the 3D printed parts. So that's everything there. So that's all resin printed, and that's the only thing that I printed with the the filament printer, and you can see the lines on it. So I'm just going to get a few coats of primer filler, and then one coat of primer filler over all of that. Flip them over, let them dry, flip them over, and then get some colour on them. So I've got them all laid out, the primer's all dry. So that's all going to be sprayed in like an aluminium chrome colour. That's going to be white, that's going to be black, that lot's blue, and that lot's red. I've got 2 sinks. I'm doing one in like an alley colour, like stainless, and then that one in white, so I'll see which one looks better. And same with those oil pans, one's red, one's blue, see which one looks better. And then some of those oil cans, they'll be white, and those ones there are black. The shovel's going to be aluminium, just this front bit, and then the rest I'll paint with a paintbrush, brown and black. So I've got all the colours that I'll need. I've got yellow, but probably not going to need that. We'll need blue, red, white, black, and alley, and that's everything. I'll put that one back, and I'll probably just do the one coat on that face that's sitting there now, and then I'll let them dry overnight. It's getting pretty late, it's almost dinner time, so I'll let them dry, and probably leave them there overnight, I reckon. This paint takes a lot longer than the primer, and then tomorrow morning I'll flip them over and give them a coat on the other side. Righto, next day. It's pretty it was nice this morning, and then this is set in since about lunchtime. It's about 4 o'clock at the moment, and looks like it's going to be in for the night. If you're watching the other video series I'm doing, I'm going to put a water feature where those things are tipped over there. I just picked up the rocks this morning, so that's ready to go. I've ordered the pump and ordered the pond liner as well, so that's all ready to go. And been doing a bit more work on the diorama, so painted everything up. There are a few leftovers, and I've still got to use that light and these lights. So they're the lights going to go on the roof. They're the lights going to go above the bench. And I missed a spanner, but that's alright. And then they're all spares. So that's all stuff there. And then I've had a good stab at it this afternoon, and she's not looking too bad. Got the sink in, drain pipe, hot and cold water going to the taps, a few things hanging up there, dirty fridge in the background, helmet on top, compressor near the fridge. Got the power points in, oil bottles spread around, got all the conduit run, extractors, block on the block and a shovel, engine block, gas bottle, couple stands, dirty bench, and a few things in front of the car. So that work light there, that's going to go on the floor or on the up here somewhere in the engine bay, and it's going to be lit up. So I'm going to try. I struggled on the 118 scale one that I did, and this is 124, so even smaller. I don't know how I'm going to get a light in there, but I'll see what I can do. I've got some pretty small LEDs, so might be okay. The only thing with the really small LEDs, they're 3 volt, and then all the other LEDs are 12 volt, so you need two power packs to run them. But not an issue. I sorted it out on the last one, so you don't need massive amperage, so they're only little. I got a little bench vise and a few tools and stuff on the bench there. Broke the screwdriver, but that bit stayed there, so that's where it's going to stay. I've still got, I'm going to make up an air hose for the compressor and just leave it hanging on the wall at the back. Extension cord, a garden hose, a few more things underneath the bench. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to do some beer bottles. So I'll probably put some beer bottles on top of the fridge and under there in a crate or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Some rags. Got a little calendar that I made on my last one. I'll probably do the same for this as well. And then some signs and stuff to hang up. And then that's about it. But I'll definitely want to fill the floor under the bench there and put a few more things on the wall. So that'll look good. Oh, and the lights. So once the lights are hanging down, I'm out of chain, so I've got to go get some more chain to hang the lights. So yeah, two lights, one there, shining down on the bench, and then chain, light, and lighting up the top of the car. Just warm. It's like an orangey, warm white light. To yeah, you don't want it too bright. And yeah, so when you start putting things in and dirtying them up, like you just rub a bit of stuff over on your finger and then rub the, I've just got some like black pastels, whatever they're called, and then you just rub it over everything and dirty it up, and the floors come up nice. I've dirtied the floor up, so that's all got nice dirty patches everywhere. So yeah, next video, I'll probably post this video up now because that's all I really wanted to get to. Painting stuff. I'm still going to add more stuff to it, but I'm not going to make any more videos on that. You'll just see it in the next video and it'll all be done. I mean, hoses and extension cords, I pretty much just use... I don't know if I've even got any. Oh no, I should do. I didn't use a lot of it. Yeah, this stuff I think I showed last time. And like for a garden hose, I'll just use that white one and then put a bit of green paint on your fingers and just run it through. Extension cord, just use a black one, and that's it, I think. So yeah, that's easy to do. And then on the garden hose, you just glue some little bits of plastic to the end and paint them orange and red, whatever you got. Air hose, I'll just use that same blue stuff and use blue paint and just make it a blue hose and coil it up and just hang it up somewhere there. That's all the paint I've been using. It's literally like $2 shop paint. Yeah, that way you get a few colours for your money. And then the other paint that's there, oh, you saw me paint all that, so that's like an aluminium spray paint, and the compressor's like a blue spray paint. Depends what finish you want. This is not shiny, this stuff. So what have I painted? I haven't really painted much at all actually in that stuff. No, but it's more of like a flat satin finish paint. If you want it shiny, you got to use a spray paint. Oh, that helmet, you can see that's not much of a shine on it. So yeah, so I'll get this video posted, and I thought it'd take a lot longer to get to this stage, but everything's really rocking up in the mail quite quickly. I think I'm getting the lights tomorrow, so I'll be able to work on all that over the next week or so. And a few more. I've still got trophies to print, the beer bottles, a radio, just a few things like that, just to fill it up, just so it's not so empty. I think once we put all that stuff in and then put the signs in and things like that, it's really going to fill it up, and should be sweet. I've got to tidy up the paperwork around here, fill that in, and then I didn't have enough to do that side, so I was going to paint it brown, but then I found this is the same stuff that's on the floor. but it's different now because the floor's nice and dirty and this is still clean, so I might just use that just to fill it in like that. And if I ever make one of these again, I'm probably going to buy more of this stuff, this real wood stuff, to do all the outside. I mean, that looks alright from a distance, but up and at the end of the day, it's just printed paper. There's nothing special. This stuff would have looked really nice if it was on the outside like that. It's just, you can tell it's real wood, just looks nicer. You can actually buy slats, so it's not like this. You can just buy each individual slat and then you could have made it yourself. You know, stick them on yourself. That would have taken a lot longer, but it would have looked good. But this would have looked just as nice as well, just everywhere. I should have done that, but yeah, I'm not going to rip that paper off now and make a mess of it. Okay, we'll see you on the next video. It's that time of the afternoon. The zoomies have kicked in. Been sleeping all day, and now you got too much energy. Oh, he's drifting. Cheeky boys.